Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperial. Today's review will be Vampires versus the Bronx. Let's get into it. So when I first seen just the name, I instantly thought of the 90s classic B movie Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy, starring Eddie Murphy, Angela Bassett. And I instantly thought of that. However, this is nothing like that. This is Vampires versus the Bronx. And in the essence of Halloween season, why not? Give it a shot, watch it, see what it's hitting for. It's based around three main characters. They're three friends, Bobby, Miguel, and Luis, based upon them. And what is happening is a company, real estate company, is coming into the Bronx, buying up all the property, and they're trying to save their little local stores. So they figure this is what they call gentrification, you know, when you hear that term. So that's what's basically, in a sense, going on, so they think. And so Zoe Zadada, she plays as Becky. She's just doing a real quick cameo. She got a nail salon business, and she's pretty much getting ready to sell the business. And after she signed off on the paper, she don't really get the money or anything like that, because they go and kill her. The vampires kill her. So you see that before the rest of the town know what's going on. So you got this kid, Miguel, who really believes in the corner store bodega and says, yo, we're going to have a block party pretty much to save this bodega. So at least we'll still have this bodega. Now, the owner of the bodega name is Tony, and he really round-the-way guy. He, watched the kids grow up, so he let the kids come in and get little stuff. So again, I said it's Miguel, Luis, and Bobby. And so Bobby's father, his character, used to be into the gang and pretty much suffer from the gang and died. And when one of the gang members in their hood is basically trying to recruit Bobby, his name is Henny. Now, he got his own little squad, but he's been trying to recruit Bobby for some time. But Bobby is trying to stay on that straight and narrow. So nevertheless, the kids start getting suspicious, like, what's happening to all the people that is selling their business in our neighborhood? And they're walking down the street one day, and they see this woman in all white, just in the neighborhood. She's saying she's new to the neighborhood, but she looked mad suspicious, where she out of place. But she said, I'm new to the neighborhood, and she wants to be connected to the community. So she asked him to give her some of his stickers for the block party. So in the process of him putting up his posters for the block party, he goes to the main location. And when he goes to the main location to put a poster of his block poster on the main location, one of the guys, vampires, come out that he don't know is a vampire at the time, comes out, and he's looking at him funny. And so when he's looking at him funny, he sees a claw come out and get ready to open up the door. So he darts on his bike and runs off. He then runs into the gang members hanging on the corner. And so one of the gang members, he knocked over like their juice onto his shirt. And so the gang members started chasing him. So he dipped in the alleyway. And when he dipped in the alleyway, the gang member was still chasing him. And the gang member's name was Slim. And he went and hid And when he went and hid, a vampire popped up, and the gang members talking slick to the vampire, and of course the vampire goes and kill him. Now Miguel witnesses all this, so he darts to the local bodega. Tony and the rest of his boys was there, and he's telling them like, yo, what he just experienced. Now of course they don't believe him, they think it's BS. The vampire then comes into the store, and so he the owner Tony said, welcome to the store. Now vampires, one of the rules of the vampires, that they just can't come into your establishment, you have to welcome them in. And so by Tony saying welcome to the bodega, that's welcome the vampire in. So he just walked around and the store, and the kids were hiding, so he looked real crazy. Tony was talking to him, and so after that, from there, they was like, I told you, he looked real creepy. And so when the vampire was walking out of the store, Miguel and Luis looked into the reflection of the store window, and he wasn't there, but they still didn't believe him. Even at that point, they still didn't believe him. And so Luis did, and he started telling them the whole basis of vampires. They watched the movie Blade. Meanwhile, the main manager of the real estate company name was Frank. Now, he wasn't actually a vampire. He was actually like somebody that worked for the vampire, where he could do their business during the day, hopeful to become they would ignite him in to become a vampire. So, the movie had its, it had its basis. Of course, they end up finding out the whole hive, and the woman that they seen was actually the leader of the vampires. And Method Man plays in this as Father Jackson, and they go and get holy water from Father Jackson, and the vampires make a deal with the gang to retrieve information from Miguel and his crew, and because Miguel and his crew found out where the main hive of the vampires was going to be, and the vampires end up turning on the gang members, killing them. And so it was just a standoff where Miguel and his 3 boys, basically they're the ones who end up killing. It was like 5 vampires, and they end up killing all 5, and the last one was the female, and she was out in front of all of the whole Bronx came out community to take her on, and Miguel was the one that ended up killing her at the end. So overall, it was in the essence of Halloween, it was a decent film to watch. Not a must watch, but just something decent to watch. And my 4-star rating system, I give this movie 2 out of 4 stars. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment if you've seen it. Till next time.